Thursday. It is 4:12 Thursday morning, and there is going to be a major severe threat. That is I'm not shitting you. That is the title, Major Severe Threat. As soon as it loads, I will tell you all about it. Because, like I said, I've got a 3G phone and no internet access. It drives me nuts. I don't know what we did in this world before internet. I was alive before internet, but I don't remember how we did things. But now I know we can't access information at our fingertips, and it upsets me when our internet goes down. Damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes loom for parts of the country this week. Parts of the northern tier later this week, which would be today. Let's see if I can get this frickin' thing to load. I'm drinking raspberry tea because I don't want to make coffee yet because it's only 4:20 and I want to wait till it's 4:13. It's not quite 4:20 yet. Like I said, at 4:20 we'll do the daily bong hit. Bong! I am a freak of nature, by the way. I am totally a freak. I'll explain a lot of things over the course of the next hour, I'm sure, about myself, and probably share way too much information. Probably information that you shouldn't know. I honestly don't care if you know. I really don't. I don't care if you judge me. Just don't judge my friends and family. Alright, we're watching a somewhat limited severe potential in a few areas through Wednesday evening, but a more significant severe weather episode is expected to spread from the upper Midwest to the Great Lakes and Northeast beginning Thursday. Into Wednesday night, a few severe thunderstorms are possible in northern Rockies, northern New England, northern Great Lakes, and the Southeast, with damaging winds and large hail the main threats. Perhaps the most organized threat will be in the Northeast. A severe storm sweep southeastward from eastern Canada. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings were issued in Quebec and southern Ontario Wednesday. It's possible, though unlikely, that pulse severe thunderstorms may produce a brief high wind gust in other areas shaded in orange in the inset map. The main threats, however, will be heavy rainfall and cloud-to-ground lightning. Awesome! I love lightning. I love lightning storms. I've never been struck by lightning. Let's see. I live in northeast Oklahoma, and it's going to miss me. That sucks. I want to be in the storm. Let's see. We've got from southwest Texas all the way up through the four states, the four corny states, which is Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, and... No, not Nevada. That's Colorado. Crap, I'm forgetting my geography. I've got a 170 IQ, so there's no excuse for me to forget this geography, but it's New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, and Utah. That's it. And then up into Wyoming, a little bit of South Dakota. Also from Arkansas, pretty much all of Arkansas, Louisiana, up through southeastern Iowa, maybe? Is that Iowa? And Indiana, and all the way through the east, and then some up in Minnesota, Wisconsin, northern Michigan, the UP, and the northern part of the LP for those who live there. So that's what's going on weather-wise. So make sure you stay safe if you live in any of those areas. Don't get struck by lightning or sucked up by a tornado because, that would make me sad. I want you to stick around so that you can listen to my show. It's totally self-serving interest. I want you to listen to my show because, I like being the center of attention. I'm a Gemini. That's what we like. We like the applause. As George Carlin said, I'm an entertainer. It's all about, look at me, ain't I cute? And, I really am. If you look at me, I am kind of cute. I'm 6'1", 240 pounds, and got beautiful, gorgeous red hair. It's the only physical feature I actually allow myself to be vain about is my hair, because when you're growing up as a redhead, everybody tells you, oh, you have such pretty hair. And when that's the only thing anybody focuses on about your looks, that's the only thing you think looks good for a long time. Especially when strangers walk up to you and tell you, man, you're fucking ugly. I had that happen a lot. I still have people tell me I'm ugly. I actually had a friend tell me I was ugly. She was drunk. It was really funny. She was drunk, and she was talking to another friend, and I don't think I was supposed to hear the conversation, but she was talking quite loudly, and I was standing rather close by, and she said, hey, man, you're ugly, but God, you turned me on. And I'm like, I don't know how to take that. Should I be proud or offended? All right, it is 4:17, not quite 4:20. Gonna go ahead and get that binaural beat set up. Let me Get that binaural beat set up right here. And when we get to that, like I said, make sure your headphones are on. Turn the volume up. Make sure your headphones, most people don't realize this, your headphones have a specific left and right. Make sure you're on the right place, because how a binaural beat works is it produces how a binaural beat works is it produces two different wavelengths, two different sound waves, one in your left ear and one in your right ear, and the difference between those waves causes your brain to enter into a different vibration. And there are some people that are immune to it. I will admit there are some people who it just doesn't work on. But for most people, yeah, you can get high off of sound, and a lot of people don't know that, but you can. Let's see. It is not quite time yet, so we'll do one more quick story. Let me find a story. Let's see. Interesting information about me. Yeah, you know how most women have a sign, a flashing neon sign above their head that says assholes apply here? I have one of those too. It says crazy, batshit crazy bitches apply here, because pretty much every woman I meet is insane. They're absolutely ravenously insane. And it scares me, honestly, because there's a woman I'm talking to. She's gorgeous. She's smart. She's funny. She's also has multiple personalities, dissociative identity disorder. Seriously, not a joke. She has DID. Why do I find these women, or why do they find me? Maybe it's because I'm batshit insane. Maybe batshit insane attracts batshit insane. You know, I think I'm God. She thinks she's three different people. Let's see here. Let's find some national news. National news. If I could spell. This is such an unprofessional show. As you can tell, this is not the ideal show. Again, this is not actually the show that you're going to be getting every week, because the show that you're going to be getting every week is going to be more satirical news reporting and cynical. I'm inspired for this show by Bill Maher, Jon Stewart, and Stephen Colbert, where there's a sense of humor in reporting the political process, the political news, and also the current events that are going on. And by the way, by current events, I mean real news, not what the Kardashians are up to. Because let's face it, if you follow the Kardashians, there's no hope for you. You have entered the seventh circle of hell. You are a complete fucking moron, and there's no hope for you. And I apologize to my cousin, aunt, niece, nephew, sister, Liz, because, you know, I know you watch the Kardashians, but God, they're so stupid. They're so stupid. Reality TV is like the worst invention ever. Whatever happened to 90s TV? I miss Family Matters and Who's the Boss and you know, like shows like that. Whatever happened to that? I don't know. All right, let's go check out some news here. Or it is 4:20. All right, time for the binaural beats. Put your headphones on. Okay, we're going to slow it down a little. I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel the cool air rushing through your nostrils, down your throat, into your lungs. Slow deep breath in and slow deep breath out, feeling the warm air from your lungs, over your throat, and out your nostrils. A second deep breath in, nose, throat, lungs, out, lungs, throat, nose, in, nose, throat, lungs, out, lungs, throat, nose. Now begin breathing normally in and out through your nose. Focus on the feeling of the breath in your nostrils. Cool on the inhale, warm on the exhale. Cool on the inhale, warm on the exhale. Keep your focus on your breath as you listen to the vibrations and feel the sensations in your body. The body sensations begin to change. The vibrations in your ears seem to travel throughout your entire body. Slow breathing, calm, quiet. Notice any sensations in your extremities, in your hands and in your feet. Notice any sensations in your head. Still focusing on your breathing. Cool air in, warm air out. If at any time your mind begins to wander or thoughts begin to enter your head, just interrupt them. Interrupt them mid-sentence. Stop saying what you're saying in your head. Calm, cool, quiet, peaceful. Now that was a good long hit. We'll get back into the show now. It is 4:25, so you were stoned for about 5 minutes, which is not bad. I mean, you could be stoned for longer, but I don't want to take up too much of my time because I've only got an hour to introduce this show and get you pretty much what the concept is. Let's see. It is the American Classic Harley Hughes. I am the American Classic Harley Hughes, although could be an accurate descriptor. It is the Headless Clown Morning Show. It is time for a little bit of political news. That is not the one I clicked. Quit! You know, I have this touchscreen smartphone, and it just never seems to work right. Why is it that the cell phones that we have never seem to work quite the way we want them to? All right. Here we go. House passes 2 bills to delay key Obamacare requirements. The House of Representatives passed 2 bills Wednesday, postponing 2 key provisions of Obamacare, marking nearly 40 times that the Republican-controlled House has attempted to repeal or roll back parts of the president's signature first-term accomplishment. One measure, which passed 264 to 161, delayed for 1 year the requirement that employers provide health insurance, something that Obama administration already announced it was doing earlier this month. 35 Democrats joined Republicans on the vote. The other bill, approved 251 to 174, also postponed for 1 year the mandate that individuals sign up for health care coverage. The legislation was backed by 22 Democrats, 1 Republican, Rep. Morgan Griffith,
Republican of Virginia, opposed both bills. Really? Republicans argued it was unfair of the White House to give businesses a reprieve, but still require individuals